his ankles. Now he's got an entourage, and he's got a touchdown.
Impossible dream of a play. Madden is on the field. He wants to know if it's real. They said yes. Get your big butt out of here.
Whoa, he has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free. It's picked up by Michigan State's Jalen Watts Jackson, and he scores on the last play of the game.
Yeah, he's got it. End zone. Touchdown Titans. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Good.
It's a miracle. We're on the road. It's time for the football frame of mind. We got a special guest in the room today. We got my grandpa. Say hello to the world, grandpa. You gotta wait.
Oh man.
Grandpa's in the room. If you see hands in the air, that's just him. Nah, but it's Sunday. You know what it means. I'm on the road. Should be coming back to Texas tomorrow. So I'll be all right. But the show must go on. Well, I got Wi-Fi at my grandparents' house, so I'm gonna use it because it's better than the hotel Wi-Fi. Let's just say that.
Oh boy, you ain't lying.
Yeah, man. Try to stream there.
Try to stream on a train. Oh, I forgot you did that.
Yeah, I did. That was absolute trash. That was horrible. Yeah,
oh man,
bad. That was bad, dude. I was like, man, can I even talk at all? Can't do that. Can't do any of it. So, but nonetheless, we got good Wi-Fi here, man. So that's what we're gonna do, man. But before we get started, man, how you doing?
Oh man, we good, man. It's good to be here. Before we go any further, though, man, if you guys do enjoy this kind of thing, pro football, college football, sometimes we touch on high school football, make sure to drop a like on the video. It really helps with the algorithm. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe across all these different platforms, man. We're everywhere. Hit that Google button. You'll find us, whether you're looking for us on YouTube, TikTok, X, Twitch, Facebook, and maybe you like listening to these videos, but you don't have time to sit and physically watch it. Cool, we got you. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon as well. And if you are watching on YouTube, if you are subscribed, you should be subscribed. But make sure you hit that bell notification so you never miss any videos like this or any of the awesome content.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's get into today's festivities. Let's get into. There we go. Nope, too fast. All right, there we go. So that number is at the top. It's getting way too big, you guys. What are we doing? Y'all not subscribed, but y'all watching. Y'all gotta change that. Gotta change it. So that's what we're gonna work on. That's what we're gonna work on for June. We're gonna try to get this number back into the tens and stuff. So we're gonna be all right, man. But you know how we started off? We started off with our college football stuff. No high school player of the week this week. No high school spotlight. But we're gonna start off with this, man. So as we told y'all on the last show, next week we start our preseason breakdown of all of the conferences and divisions and whatever in college football. So you guys are going to enjoy that. We do a deep dive, conference champions, award winners, everything. So y'all going to enjoy that. But I have to ask you, what are your thoughts for the upcoming season as we enter preseason polls, preseason rankings and everything?
My biggest thing is we're coming off back-to-back years of the Big Ten winning the national championship, man. Especially us predicting that we figured the SEC would have a little bit more success, but you had Oregon. Well, no, you didn't have Oregon. You had Ohio State this past season. You had Michigan the season before. And now we're looking at it like, well, like, are we starting to see like a curve where the Big Ten's going to start, like, not going to say dominating, but getting it done when it really matters at the end? I think the biggest thing for me is how is the SEC going to stack up this year? And I don't mean to be a homer when I say that, but I mean, the SEC is the premier talent of all college football, but we've been slacking. Haven't been coming up. We've been coming up short when it really matters. So, I mean, it's a really big season. You got a bunch of really cool storylines, whether it be with Alabama, you got Texas with Arch Manning, you got LSU, kind of a make or break year for them. And you go back to the Big Ten as well, man. Ohio State, the reigning defending champions. You got Oregon winning the Big Ten last year. Want to see how they're going to put the pieces together. Maybe they can make a run. And don't sleep on these teams in the ACC. Clemson's really good. And so you got some sleeper teams in the Big 12 and stuff too. So, I mean, my biggest thing that my thought is I just want to see, are we going to see a trifecta of Big Ten teams winning a natty 3 years in a row? Because I feel like if we see that, I feel like that's going to really trickle into recruiting and everything else, especially it's going to affect a lot of these SEC schools, teams that would normally have a shoe in to get these guys. They start being like, well, you know what, maybe the SEC isn't the premier football talent. Maybe we should try going up north if we're from the South. So, I mean, that's my biggest thing. I want to see if the Big Ten's going to finish that trifecta.
No, look, man, you ain't gonna get no disagreement with me. I enjoy the SEC being the top dog, but it is interesting because the Big Ten is pretty good. It's like a 2-conference race anyway, so it's pretty good to see that it's going to be a pretty good fight for the next few seasons. Because the Big Ten has always been kind of the little brother to the SEC. They've always been good. They've had a few national champions, but now they're like, with the Pac-12 schools coming in there, they've got a lot of firepower, on the football field and in recruiting, right? But I'm interested to see, which freshman, stands out, No list, but I really want to see that next wave of superstars that we're going to be able to watch for the next couple years, So that's what I'm really looking forward to. I'm excited to see, who comes in ready, man. Like who stayed for their senior season, right? Our respective teams, Alabama and LSU. I want to see how we do. And I think LSU had a better season than us. I would say that compared to where we thought we would be, right? I would say they had a better season. So interested to see the quarterback battle at Alabama. Ty Simpson is a starter through the off season, through spring ball, summer. He's a starter so far. And then we got fall camp. That's where you kind of set everything in motion. So that's some stuff I'm looking forward to saying, man. Let's see, we got a comment here, man. I mean, you never lie, man. The ACC is pretty good too. Like, I mean, you got Miami, who spent a lot of money on Carson Beck, right? But they also spent a lot of money on Cam Ward, and look what happened. So, him professionally, he's the first overall pick. Now, for their team, they didn't do much because they lost some games down the stretch. But you never know. You never know, man. So, if Carson Beck has a good season for Miami, you already know he's probably sneaking back in to the top 10 of the draft, because everybody kind of lost some love for him after that Georgia season. So, and he got hurt too. So, that hurts things as well. So, but that's some of the stuff that we looking forward to next season. And you're going to be able to catch all of our breakdowns next week. So, y'all gonna enjoy that. We're starting off with the SEC. Remember that.
Top dog.
We homers here, so it don't matter. Y'all gotta watch it anyway. But as we move forward, today's gonna be kind of a quick show. So, no high school player spotlight this week. But we are going to get into a little bit of recruiting. So these are the top 5 edges headed into 2026. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Richard Wesley. That's the guy I'm looking forward to seeing. You know, Oregon. He's from Cali, so they kept him. They're trying to keep him on the West Coast. That looks like where it's going. Um, but that's really the person I'm looking forward to seeing. But shout out to Maryland though, keeping the guy from Baltimore at home. That's pretty good, and he's solid commit too. So it'd be interesting to see if they can steal him away, another ACC school or an SEC school. But being from Baltimore and how good St. Francis Academy is in that particular region, I think he's pretty much there to stay. So who has your attention going into 2026?
I like that guy Rodney Dunham, man. 6'4", 225 out of Myers Park in North Carolina. 5-star committed to Notre Dame. That's a huge splash for them. Like, we know they have good defensive players, but I mean, when you think Notre Dame, you mostly think like offensive line, tight end, maybe a quarterback here or there, some skill position players. But to get an edge rusher that big and to be a 5-star for them, that's a huge get for Marcus Freeman. And I've got to imagine that guy's going to be a pretty quick, immediate difference maker for them, maybe even as a freshman. Like, that's huge. That's a really big deal for them. And it's really going to help them moving forward, still trying to compete like as an independent, trying to make it in the playoff and maybe make another run for a natty.
Yeah, man, I agree. Marcus Freeman has a good defensive mind anyway. So I'm pretty sure if you got a guy, think of it as like you're kind of carving something in the marble, right? You got this blank canvas, but you can do anything you want with it. That's kind of that kind of player. He's gonna be good. So Anthony Jones out of Alabama. It seemed like there's gonna be a bidding war between Auburn and my Crimson Tide, right? So we'll see.
Auburn's another one with Clemson too.
Yeah,
they're trying to do something, man. Hugh Freeze is on the go.
What's good? What's good, Tyler?
What's good, man?
What's good with you? Yeah, but that's pretty much it, man. Just be on the lookout for these guys. Flip watch is always on, man. So we're doing our NFL stuff, man. So as I said, man, we got my grandpa in here. He's taking a nap. I only got one question for you, Pops. Who do you think is better? I don't think they can see you. You gotta do it. You gotta fit a little bit. Who do you think is better, Dan Marino or Jim Kelly? Now you've seen these players play on television. Who was better?
Marino. I think Marino was a little better than Kelly. But Kelly got the up on him because he went to 4 Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, it's almost a toss-up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we was doing. Oh, he's seen all of them. He's seen both of them play. So, thanks, Pops. I send you your invoice. Send me your invoice. Now, but yeah, man. So we just open discussion, man, about Dan Marino and Jim Kelly. I would say, I think pound for pound, Dan Marino is the best quarterback to probably ever play. All the throws, the quick release, like everything. Hey, man, don't come for the grandpa, bro. You better chill.
You don't want that smoke, bro.
You didn't even see Jim Kelly play. So how would you know? See that smooth. I barely saw Dan Marino play.
We caught the tail end of
that was like what 99, 2000, something like that.
Yeah, like we were still like in kindergarten.
Yeah, so like not really, but like nah. So for me, I think Dan Marino's better, man. I mean, the 5,000 yards before anybody like was even doing it, like that's crazy. I think the at that time the single season record was probably like 3,800.
He's like, hey, hold my beer, watch this.
It's like, watch this. I'm gonna do something that you've never seen. You've never seen 5,000 before. What? It's disgusting, man. That's sick, man. That's no shade at Jim Kelly, man. Because quite frankly, Jim Kelly was really good. He just chose to go to the USFL first. Imagine if he came in and just played NFL right away, right? So like that's what kind of hurts him a lot. But man, look, they both went to Super Bowls, but give me Dan Marino, man. Everything I just mentioned, the ability to throw the ball, I think he was actually ahead of his time in terms of revolutionizing the passing game. Just look at everything now. Everybody trying to throw for 5,000. It's like, all right, 5,000 is like whatever, you know. Like we just do that all the time, you know. Drew Brees did that 5 times. So, like, but nobody is better than the original, right? It's like Jurassic Park, man. You can make all the remakes you want. Nothing beats the first T-Rex scene. Okay?
You're right.
Nothing. Right. But if you had a rebuttal, what was the rebuttal?
So, okay. So before I even give my answer, I'm going to look at it like this, okay? So let's just start with Jim Kelly, first of all. I'm just going to get it out of the way. Jim Kelly played with a much more talented roster. Just be completely open and transparent. When you're throwing the guys like Andre Reed and you can dump it off to freaking Thurman Thomas, that definitely helps. Yep. What I like about Jim Kelly's game is
offense, bro. Well,
Jim Kelly really got a really high football IQ, being able to run the offense the way he did. But I love the way he throws the ball because like he's just got such a soft touch, strong arm, soft touch, just drop it in the bucket wherever. I watched hours and I'm just like, man, like it's here, and it just makes it look flawless. But let's not get it twisted. The guy could get it done, especially in the clutch. Like under pressure, Jim Kelly could put in work. Let's not get it twisted. Everybody's, he won 4 Super Bowls. Look, bro, it's hard enough to get to 1 Super Bowl, but to be good enough to make it to 4 consecutive, like that needs to be that needs to be respected and appreciated. But
that damn Scott Norwood. But he got beat up on the plane. I hope you know that.
But then now if I look at the mirror side as I look at Marino, it's just like, man, if you think of like outside of being a mobile quarterback, when you think of like the perfect quarterback prototype, Marino's literally got it all. He's got the height, he's got the arm strength, he's probably got the quickest release I've ever seen in NFL history. Just zoop out of his hand, zoop, zoop, zoop. And throws it hard and right on the money every time. It doesn't matter if he's got pressure in his face, he gets out the pocket, whatever. The guy could do it all. What bothers me so much about Marino is like, dude, like they literally did nothing. I was thinking about this earlier. Marino literally made it to 1 Super Bowl and 2 AFC Championship games. That's it. That's baffling to me. And stats don't freaking lie. Look at the stats. Dude, over 60,000 yards, over 400 touchdowns. His completion percentage is 60. It's a pretty normal completion percentage for that. About 60% isn't that bad. You can't tell me that someone playing on this high of a level shouldn't have one of these. I'm sorry. Because, and I'm not one to make excuses, but when you look at the weapons he had, some decent ones, but like, did he ever play with a Pro Bowl receiver? Or someone that was like that good? I mean, what, Mark Clayton? No, like nobody, bro. He carried that team for years, man. And people talk about bad organizations and not like building around key players. This has got to be the biggest travesty to me in NFL history. A guy that literally, when you say generational talent, this is like a one of a kind of talent in Dan Marino. Like
Speaking
being
of
able to do what
Jurassic
he
Park,
did.
he's a
He won the
velociraptor.
MVP. He won an MVP in year 2. Threw for 5,000 yards in year 2. And carried the Dolphins to a Super Bowl in year 2. Just sucks that he had to run into freaking Montana and the 49ers. Think if he would have ran into anybody else.
And that was a good team.
It was a good team. Now think if, for instance, he wouldn't have ran into them. Oh, he'd have a ring. That's a hard dude. Nobody could beat the Niners in that era, dude. They were damn near unstoppable. So I respect Jim Kelly. I love his game. I love the ball placement, his style. Like, I think he's a really, really good player that nobody talks about. But for me, it's just they're both great in their own ways. But what Marino was and what he was able to give and revolutionize the game, it's Dan Marino, dude. Like, if I look, you could put Dan Marino on any team now in the league and they'll win the Super Bowl, like, easily. You look at some of these teams that are struggling, they're literally their quarterback away. Look at the Raiders. Put prime Marino on the Raiders. Raiders are going to win the Super Bowl. Plenty of other teams. Look at the Miami Dolphins. The current day Miami Dolphins need a good quarterback because Tua can't stay healthy. Put Marino in there. They're going to win a Super Bowl and so on, man. I mean, like, and not saying that couldn't happen with Jim Kelly either, but I mean, he had a hell of a freaking roster on Bruce Smith, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed. Like, they were loaded.
Cornelius Bennett.
Miami was bare bones, dog. I've never seen someone try so hard and want to win so bad, but just can't freaking get there, man. He made it one time and never could get back again. It's crazy, but respect to Jim Kelly. But the obvious answer is Dan Marino. I'm sorry. Just the most complete quarterback, in my opinion.
But what's crazy is the Dolphins have been searching for their next Dan Marino for the last 20 years.
Almost 25. He retired in like 01 or something.
Yeah, so almost we had almost 30 now.
Let me see.
Of not having not having a quarterback. I mean, you just named some of the names, bro. Chad Henne,
25 years.
Jay Fiedler, Pepper, like, Cleo Lemon.
Been retired since 2000.
Shout out Cleo.
25 years.
The peak A-Rod. No, that's actually not a bad
Marino's better than Aaron Rodgers, bro. Hands down. Aaron Rodgers came and hold that man's jockstrap.
I wouldn't say all that.
I would.
I wouldn't say all that.
I'd take Marino over Rodgers 7 days a week.
I mean, I would take Dan Marino over Aaron Rodgers anyway. But that's kind of the player Dan Marino was in his era, like lighting it up every week, But I will say I give the edge to Marino simply because Aaron Rodgers should have way more, like he should have way more Super Bowls than just one.
Dude, he only made it to one. That's crazy. But this is the difference between him and Marino. Rodgers has had hella talent around him, offensively and defensively. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to put all the blame on him, but Cam, you can speak for it. They've had times where Packers, and people get Favre such a bad rap, but let's just be honest. Like, they've had times where the Packers were the clear best team in the NFC, and he's one of the key reasons they didn't advance. Let's just be honest. Like, get Favre rap because he always throws the game away. Rodgers did the same thing, bro. Like, let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, they've been trying to fight and find their quarterback for a long time, man. But y'all get in that comment box and y'all get in this discussion too, man. Check it out. What y'all thinking? So we're gonna do this a lot throughout the rest of the off season. Just open discussion about a couple players, man. So I'm gonna take this down. Well, I'm gonna go a little further first, so people know what we're talking about. All right, so we're doing old school jersey tier list to close out today's show. Told you guys it's gonna be a short show. But we're gonna close it out with that. So let me get out of here, and then let me share this screen real quick. Yeah, share this screen real quick. All right. All right. You've been doing good all day. Don't do me like this now. All right. Cool. All right. So
I like
these are the tier lists for today's these are the what do you call it, categories.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that. Wear it out the store. Meh. Pass it to the trash. And then nope. So let's get started, man. So I think we're here. We got the Jerry Rice, the old 49ers.
That's the 94 49ers jerseys with the 75th on them.
So what you think?
I like those, but I'm honestly going to put it probably wear it out the store. I don't think it's quite S, but it's still a classic. Like those 90s jerseys were really nice.
All right, cool. We got the Bears old school
Throwback.
jersey.
What do you think?
I'd say wear it out the store. I'd rock that, especially Urlacher. I'd rock that. I think that old school Munoz with the Bengals. I think that's S tier. I
Yeah,
think
that's like the Esiason one I have. That old school Bengals.
Yeah. The Bills. Man, I think it's always a man. Yeah, I think it's always
because they're damn like the Giants.
Is that the Redskins? Is that
hold on?
Or is that the Saints?
No, it's not Saints. That's yellow. Is that?
Hey, bro, I'm colorblind, bro. I can't tell you.
I think that's no, it's not Green Bay. Because Green Bay's got the Navy ones down there. It's not the Redskins because they got that one right there. That definitely ain't the Saints don't have a yellow jersey. I don't think you know. Damn, I don't know who that is, Cam. I have no idea.
Nope. I mean, I think that the old school Cleveland. I think that's always wear it out the store.
Yeah,
I think
plus
that's Jim Brown, so I'd say give me that. That's S tier.
S tier. Creamsicle Bucks jerseys. That's
yeah.
S tier,
bro. Yeah, all right.
What you think?
Yeah, I take S tier. I take S tier. I like the logo more than the jerseys. You know, like that's kind of my thing.
You got the old school Cardinals.
You know, I mean, the jersey itself is probably but the Pat Tillman one is S tier because he was a legend. So you gotta put it in the S tier.
So we got the old school San Diego Chargers.
Oh yeah,
Baby Blues.
Yeah, that's S tier. That's S tier, man. Those was fire. The Dan Fouts, come on, man. That was fire. What about
now we got the throwback Chiefs. That's the Lynn Dawson days.
Yeah, but I mean they played in those with the Chiefs ain't really changed their jerseys much at all, to be honest with you. Like they really kind of been the same. So I'd wear it out. I'd wear it out the store.
Yeah. Now who you got right there? Is that Dallas? Yeah, I think that's Dallas.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
No, that's not Dallas.
Dallas is nope though. I don't know who that is.
That's not. Damn, who the hell is that? White and blue.
Yeah, Raiders Nation. Yeah.
Creamsicles are nice.
Classic, man.
I don't know who that was. Oh, that might be. No, that's not the Colts.
No,
I don't know who that is. We'll just skip and go to Miami.
Is that the Colts though?
No, because the Colts are gonna have the stripes going up on the shoulders.
But what if it was like their vintage uniform? Because I don't see the Colts on here.
But even when Unitas play for them, they had the stripes on the shoulders.
No.
We'll just act like it's the Colts. Just put it in
No.
Miami's,
Right.
bro. Miami's is
Man.
You think? Man.
It's man.
Oh man.
Because
That's
like I
crazy.
said before, I like the logo of the old Miami Dolphins team, but the jerseys was just kind of man.
Okay. I'll agree to disagree, but that's cool. Now the Reggie White throwback Eagles, that's a S tier.
Yeah, that's S tier. I like they whole giddy up. That was S tier.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You got
Sanders.
Atlanta.
Yeah, that's S tier to me.
Yeah,
That's
80s, 90s Atlanta Falcons.
Lawrence Taylor Giants. I think that's weird out the store.
You think?
Yeah, man. Like the Giants, man. That's a cold logo, man. It's a cold logo. It's a cold team, man.
So we got a throwback Jacksonville Jaguars. That's S.
S tier. Give me that.
We got that's the New York Jets, but that's the Titans when they were the Titans.
No.
You don't think so? I think those are straight. I would say pass it to the trash at least. They're not that bad.
Man, that's trash.
Detroit, I say wear it out the store. You think?
Wear it out the store? I guess if I'm saying Barry Sanders, that's S tier. But let's wear it out the store.
It's a Scott Mitchell.
Yeah. We wear that out the store.
Ooh, them Packers jerseys are horrible, bro.
Yeah, that's like
the navy blue and yellow. Jersey. Oh, the throwback Patriots are S. It's just classic to me. And that's not even me a Patriots. I just like the red and the blue. It just stands out.
The Jim Plunkett's.
Oof. No, those are Jim Plunkett's too, the Raiders.
Yeah, but that's S tier when he played there though. But I wear
out the store. Yes, sir. Oh, the Rams are S, bro.
Yeah, that's
throwback Rams jerseys are nice, bro. That's literally the one I got.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What's that? Oh, them Redskins jerseys are ugly, bro. Man. Oh, those are horrible. The throwback Saints ones are alright.
We say man.
Yeah, I'd say those are the Seahawks are S tier, bro. The largent ones, yeah.
Yeah.
The Bumblebees. Now, what you think they're that? I don't think that. No, I don't mind the Bumblebees, bro.
That's horrible. That's horrible. Why you got these players dressed up like? Why you got them dressed up like convicts, man?
I don't feel like they know, but okay.
Man, so you saying pass it to the trash?
Yeah. I'm not going no higher than that.
That's horrible.
The Houston Oilers, that's S, bro.
Yeah, that's a cold one. Yeah.
And then we got the throwback Vikings. That's one of my favorites ever. I mess with them.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. The Randy Mosses.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of where we ended up, man. So let's see. We got some comments in here, man. Yeah, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean Dallas is always. I mean Dallas is like cool, I guess. Like the star is iconic, so it doesn't really matter what they do. And then he said that's Detroit. I guess
the white one. They put Detroit on there twice.
All right, and then it says, yeah, the Raiders are basic, but it's such.
We don't even we haven't got all the teams either. I don't think.
Not really. Nah, I just literally found this like a few minutes ago before we started.
So let me see. So you don't have the Panthers. You don't have. Okay, you got everybody from the NFC West. You got everybody from the North. You got everybody from the East. AFC North, you don't have the Ravens throwbacks.
Yeah, I seen that.
The East, you don't have the Jets. The AFC South, the Texans don't freaking count.
But they got a cool jersey now, though.
Yeah, you got you missing the Colts, and then you don't have the Broncos.
So
it's okay.
But the Broncos will be.
Oh man, the orange, the Elways, yeah, those are classic.
Yeah, those two. So, but let us know what you think, man. Let us know what y'all think, man. Did we kind of hit, or did we miss on some of these? Do y'all like the Bumblebee prison convicts? Do you like those? or are you the Packers basketball jersey guy?
Oh, those
Like,
are horrible, bro.
are you a throwback Dallas Cowboys? Like, I'm being hard on the Cowboys, but I don't like this version of it. I don't like the
They're
way.
okay. Well, they had some ones like that in the '90s, but they were different. Like they had like a white star on the shoulder pads. It was like
Yeah,
what they wore when they had Aikman and all those.
yeah. So it's like man to me, for real. But just because I don't like the Cowboys,
Mm-hmm.
No, the Packers are horrible.
What? Dude,
That's
the Packers jerseys are nowhere near the creamsicle jerseys, though. That's a horrible take, bro.
that's bad, bro.
That's bad.
No.
Like that literally looks like the Packers one looks like a basketball jersey with sleeves, bro.
The worst jerseys is those Denver throwbacks. That was the worst.
No, that logo was bad.
Yeah, like that was horrible, man. Like
You like that weird ass 49ers logo to do with the
I did, man. I did. Those were the Steve Spurrier days. So I liked them. I liked it, man. But the Bumblebees, man, I'm sorry. I can't get with it.
if the
Brandon,
Packers are you have to put the
but the Packers, that's horrible. I've seen little league baseball teams with better jerseys than that. They just don't wear those again. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Raiders Nation, that's horrible. That's horrible, man. But as I said before, man, it's gonna be a quick show.
I still have those I have those collages if you want to put that up, if you want me to show you.
Yeah. We can close it out with that.
All right, let me hurry up and save these real quick.
Yeah.
Let me save that. Save that. All right. Let me put this in my overlay. Yeah, we'll throw an overlay, I guess. I said overlay. Yeah, I'll just put an overlay. All right, let's see. Uploading. Be patient with us for 1 second, guys. This is going to be funny. So, like, I had the funny idea. I said, well, why not just, like, let's take a trip down memory lane. I feel like y'all be hearing us talk about football and stuff, but y'all don't really, like, you don't have a visual to go off of. So people listen to the audio. I'm sorry, you won't be able to see the picture. But let me go back to my overlay and let's start here.
Yeah, so obviously I don't look like that anymore. So, yeah, that's not me. I don't know who that is.
He said that's not me.
I don't have any hair anymore, so that's definitely not me. But yeah,
like this for so long. I forgot you had hair, to be honest. I've seen you like this for so long.
I didn't say yes, you do. No, I don't. I don't have hair anymore, bro. That's done, son. That's done. But you know, playing in high school is pretty cool, man. You know,
what do you say would be like a funniest moment for you, or like a coolest moment?
Cliff getting beat up in the locker room because he couldn't snap the ball. That was pretty funny, bro. I'm sorry. That was pretty funny, man.
I probably say the thing
man.
I remember the most you is when you picked up that fucking fumble and you freaking scored a touchdown.
Oh yeah, man. And the coach was like, act like you've been there. Act like you've been there before. I'm like, dude, this is my first touchdown ever. What are you talking about? I don't know how to do that. Well, I celebrated my tail off, man.
It was fire.
Got a flag anyway. I was like, I don't care.
Really?
And keep in mind, that was the only points we scored the whole game.
Oof. Damn, my bad, bro. I guess we didn't do our part off.
Nah, son. Nah, dog. I forgot who was playing quarterback, but they just couldn't do it.
Was that on varsity or was that JV? I think we might have both like played a JV game or something.
I don't know. I just know I scored. I don't care.
That comment though.
I don't know, bro. It ain't me.
Who is that guy?
Yeah, bro. I don't know. Like that's a long time ago, bro. Like I think I had braces and everything, bro.
I remember the first time I met you. I remember I used to hang out with Steven. Me and Steven would hang out all the time. He's like, man, come meet Cam, bro. Come meet Cam, bro. I'm like, oh shit, what's up, dude? Like, okay, like
yeah, I just like having fun, man. Like,
yeah, he was wild.
Everybody was like, I don't know. We all had the same friend groups. Like, if I hang out with Steven, but I think Steven ended up he hung out with Rashad a lot. And I was always hanging out with Rashad too. And then, Rashad hang out with Smoke. And then Smoke hang out with Jordan. And then Jordan hang out with Nugget. Like, everybody kind of hung out together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then Deneen and Alana kind of hung out with all of us. Like, we all had the same friend group, almost all through like high school. Like,
it was like all interchangeable.
Yeah, so we all kind of hung out. Like, hung out with Evan, hung out with Ian Shows, or Shows. I don't want to say his name wrong. And then Aaron Coombs, Robbie, Cody Peeler, like all of us kind of hung out together. So it's kind of cool, man. So that's why I kind of like going to Terrebonne, man, because it was kind of a close community, man. Everybody kind of knew everybody, which is not really the best when you're trying to find girls because they might be your cousin.
Oops.
So yeah, but yeah. So hold up. Let's tell people the picture. So I want to say, what is that? On the right side, that's top right. That's me, high school. I guess yearbook or something.
Yeah.
And then on the left,
find you nowhere.
Yeah. The on the left, that's just game action, and then the bottom right, that's me and on semi-pro, man. So just so y'all know, I got down on semi-pro a little bit. So yeah,
bro, you must have missed picture day because you're nowhere to be found in the programs at all. I'm like, bro, where is dude at?
Man, I probably did miss. I probably did.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. There we go. Dude, and I think about it now, I look at these pictures, and I don't know if anybody from Terrebonne watches, but
look at Brandon Stokely.
Same number.
Brandon Stokely. That's who it is. Brandon Stokely.
I remember getting to high school, and my favorite player was Wes Welker, and they were handing out numbers. Like, you coming in, they don't ask you what number you want; they just give you something. So I'm like, I'm gonna get stuck with like 85 or something, just some ugly freaking number. So when John Hargroder goes up and he gets 81, I'm like, oh shit, he got T.O.'s number. I said, that's pretty dope. And they come up, and I think 82 was that was Action Jackson. I don't know if you remember Action Jackson. That was Nick Hewlin's brother.
Yeah, Nick Hewlin's brother. Yeah.
He had 82 and I got 83. I'm like, oh shit, I got 83, whatever. He said, what up, Blue?
What up, Lindy?
But bro, like, I mean, they have so many crazy memories, bro. I remember we played, I think my sophomore year, we played HL, and HL Terrebonne was like, I don't know if it's big of a deal now, but back then it was like a big deal. Even though we'd wax the floor with them every time. But I remember they pulled up, must have been my sophomore year, they pulled up with like two buses, and one of the buses pulled into the circle. And a bunch of freaking high adrenaline teenagers want to do stupid stuff. One dude lays out in front of the bus, and about 10 other ones say, hey, let's flip the fucking bus. What? What you mean you want to flip the bus, dog? We can't do that.
Let's flip the bus.
You got guys freaking going in the auditorium, climbing to the top of the freaking building, on the top of the freaking auditorium building, bro. Just crazy. And I look at the uniforms and stuff now, like, they don't even look the same as this anymore. It's like more of like a red and yellow. Like, they don't wear gold helmets at all. It's like red and gold now. So it's much different. But it was good times though, man. I mean, the uniforms were a lot more basic and stuff back then. I remember the one on the left, I got like 3 pairs of freaking socks on because we had to play New Iberia, and it was like freaking 20 degrees outside. I didn't have no leggings, so I just wore a hella freaking Nike socks. I keep myself warm with sleeves.
Yeah, bro. I like the cold weather, man. I do. I love it.
That hurts though, bro. When you get cracked, like when you play an offense, you get cracked in the freaking cold, bro. That sucks. But you know what probably sucked the worst was the freaking the practice field we had. The straight dirt, dog. No grass
Yeah.
to reinforce, bro. When you freaking knocked on your ass, like you're gonna feel that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully they invested in that by now. Hopefully.
I don't. Well, I mean, everybody's got turf now. They've had turf for a while now. So, man, that must be freaking. I bet you it feels so good to play on the field now. That freaking, even the regular field was freaking hard as a rock, bro. No freaking give. Turf, at least they got some bounce. Like, and they don't have to play during the day, so you know it's not stupid hot. But I will say, my senior year we had to play Ellender, and Ellender hadn't won in like 4 or 5 years. And like 2 years prior to that, we blew them out like 70-0. And then my senior year we had a hurricane coming through, so they had to postpone the game. So back then, social media was still like minute. So we was on Facebook and MySpace and all that. And everybody's waiting, like, dude, when are we going to play? When are we going to play? So we don't play Friday. We thought we was going to play Saturday. We won't play Saturday. They move it to Sunday afternoon at 12, bro. Middle of the day with humidity. It's like over 100 degrees, bro. I'm talking about you go out for warm-ups and you're drenched. Like, everybody's sunburnt, freaking crawfish red. And then we find a way to lose to said team who hasn't won in like 4 years, bro. So it was hella embarrassing. Like, but they just had like the most predictable game plan. Like, Zach couldn't call plays to save his damn life, bro. Like, it was horrible. Like, I freaking play backside. And they're like, okay, well, we're not gonna. They already know that, like, oh, we're not gonna throw the ball to him, so I don't have to worry about guarding him like that. They put Ezel in there, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, they're gonna probably go deep. Freaking goes deep, picks, freaking put off in the end. I'm like, bro, this is gonna be a long day, bro. This is gonna be a long game.
Yeah, Zach was Mike Martz of Terrebonne football. Everybody thought he thought he was the next thing, but
bro, this is the same guy. I don't know if you were playing at this time, but I remember. So like you either play on JV or scout team, or you're like a first team starter. Well, like I don't remember. We were practicing, and when you play JV, they just came out the play cards. You didn't run actual plays. You see what your assignment is, and you run it. And we kept running this play over and over. And dude, I forget who was the quarterback. I don't know if it was Kendrick. It might have been after Kendrick. But we couldn't I guess we couldn't complete a pass. Dude comes out with his Thibodeau high helmet, puts his helmet on, gets on the center, and throws it like 50 yards. He's like, that's how you can do it. That's how you can do it. I'm like, so this is what a midlife crisis looks like. Let me flex in front of a couple 16-year-olds.
And early doing Terrebonne, man, coaching wasn't the strong suit. But I tell you, one coach that
we had some good position coaches though.
Yeah, Jimbo and Coach Guidry, the offensive line and defensive line coaches.
Yeah, offensive defensive line weren't bad. And I will say, I forgot dude's name. He was coaching the linebackers. He wasn't too bad either. I forget his name.
You talking Berlo?
Yeah, Berlo. Berlo was straight.
Yeah.
We had
So I'll tell you my
question was that.
So for me, that second knee injury, that was it for me. I was like, just probably not gonna happen, man. If I have a knee injury as young, that's not it. And once after I had it, my just love for football just kind of went away. I just wanted to be with the boys, having fun, playing the game, bro. That was it for me. After that, I was like, nah, I just do it for fun. We'll find something else to do. That was me.
We played for a coaching staff that they didn't. I would say coaching staff. A coach that didn't always really get the most out of his players. Like a lot of guys went under the radar and got unnoticed. I wanted to transfer out. I couldn't transfer out. I'm not saying I was going to play freaking D1, but I rarely would drop. A decent blocker and good route running, and just things didn't work out for me. I played backside, did a lot of blocking, go routes, nothing crazy, caught some balls here and there. And then my junior year, I freaking broke my my wrist. Like I split the freaking main support bone in half. And then, like, I think, like, my first game back, not noticing, I freaking re-injured. I didn't re-injure that one. I injured the other one. And after that, like, I could still, like, catch and do what I needed to do, but my strength wasn't there. And then I got out of school, and I was training because I was I don't know if you remember, Jordan was playing indoor football league 2 at one point. He was playing in San Antonio or something. And he came back, and we were training. We were working together, and I was getting bigger. I was getting faster. And I was going to go, I don't know, I think it was San Angelo, I think. I forget where he was at. I don't know if it was out there or I was going to go try out for another team. And I found out the severity of my hand injury. So I'm like, well, look, I'm just going to get surgery, and I can come back in 3-4 months and just start back where I left off. And then obviously life happens, responsibility happens, have a kid, and just had to kind of push the football thing to the side and take responsibility. So that's kind of what happened.
All right, no, that's fair, man. Life does happen, man. But like I said, man, that's kind of our football life story for real. We go way back, long time. So y'all chime in, man, on this segment, man. I'm gonna start trying to clip little segments for us to really kind of, gauge the community, how y'all feel about that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, man, I said we're gonna try. We stretch the show out about as far as we can stretch it today.
Yeah.
So what you gotta say to the people before we get up out of here?
I will say, in regards to like high school and stuff, we are trying to expand and try new things. I would love to know who I can get in contact with. If there's anybody that from Terrebonne or works at Terrebonne or works for the school board that knows, we would love to come back and do like a vlog, like at the school, at the stadium, not just to help the channel and get views, but also to like help give the school some notoriety, get some publicity, because Terrebonne has some good athletes that come through there. So if anything, it would be cool for us to be able to go back and relive some stuff, but also to help the school. I mean, we graduated from there. It'd be really cool to go back on the old stomping grounds and try some new content, man. I haven't seen Cam in person, probably since high school. It's been a long time. So that's something we've kind of been trying to do in the works. At some point, we want to do a live show in person together. That'd be really cool. It's just trying to line up the schedules and make sure financials in the right places. But that is something we're in the works, whether it's in a vlog format or whether we meet halfway or do something really cool. As the channel begins to get bigger and bigger, those opportunities will become more and more, maybe a little easier. We'll see. But that's the biggest thing. Shout out to everybody watching the video. Shout out to everybody really watching us on YouTube, man. YouTube is really good to us. We grew really quick within a year, not even a year. I think we got monetized on this channel within like 6 months, 6 to 8 months, less than a year. We got monetized. And, I don't think we started making any real money until before the end of last year. And it's all thanks to you guys, and your support. That's the main reason we're here. We get to shoot the stuff, talk football. We might not have had a major career, but we know what we're talking about. We might not be on ESPN or Fox but we know a lot, not being able to physically play, but analyzing the game and be able to see the ins and outs, the X's and O's. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, you're not subscribed, man, just subscribe. It doesn't hurt. You get all this freaking awesome content. You don't have to search for us. You hit the bell notification. All of our best content, daily content, by the way. A lot of these content creators don't even upload every day. We upload every single day, never miss a beat. And guess what? You hit that bell, you'll never miss a beat. Check us out. All the major social media platforms, X, Twitch, Facebook, major audio platforms. You want to listen to our weekly shows? Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, man. We are literally everywhere. Football season is literally 2 weeks away. And if you love college football, come back next week. Start conference breakdowns. We start with the SEC, then the Big 10, the ACC, the Big 12, and then our extra Group of 5 conference this year. We did the Sun Belt last year, so we're going to be doing the MAC. We'll probably end up doing the MAC in an episode. We'll do the MAC and then probably our playoff and award predictions as well. And then once we get into July, it's going to be full speed NFL. And dude, right after that, guess what? Football's back. Just like that. We'll be back in action. It's going to be crazy times, man. I can't wait. And it's going to be really fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Could have said it better myself, man. We're going to be good. So thank you. See that Smooth, Wendy, Raiders Nation, Tyler, and Andrew for the love. And and the engagement today, but we up out of here, and we're gonna see y'all next Sunday.
Peace. Next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, SEC.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
Peace.